I'm using this under the Fair Use Act, and for those of you who have followed me, you'll understand this more so than anyone else, because my long-time followers will remember when I began teaching on this and what was to come and how it all relates to Scripture.
Breaking news, Russia unleashes a new wave of attacks on Ukrainian fuel facilities and airfields as it continues its relentless assault. But the Russian...
So do you see the fire?
Breaking news, Russia unleashes a new wave of attacks.
That is also water. Do you understand the fire and the water? And everything that I've taught to this point.
Unleashes a new wave of attacks.
A new wave that is fire.
On Ukrainian fuel facilities and airfields as it continues its relentless assault. But the Russian...
The water that is also fire and vice versa. And remember everything that I've taught you. And see that it was me that prophesied all these events. It was I that had the discernment to teach you these things, and it was only the false prophets that were trying to steal it and give some kind of discernment that they did not have, that they pretended to have, because when they began stealing the prophecy, they were teaching how it was glory waves. There was going to be glory waves and a great move and a great shaking. There was going to be revival. There was going to be these wonderful things that were going to come of this, and see that they had no discernment whatsoever, because they are the false prophets spoken of in Revelations and all throughout Scripture. The wolves in sheep's clothing that have no discernment whatsoever. They would have you teach you about glory waves and revival because they want to fill their pockets with those almighty dollars. The Lord has not spoken to them, but see that it was them that stole the prophecy, the words of another. Jeremiah 23 verse 30. God is against the prophets that steal the words of another. But do you understand now? Just one facet, just one small understanding of the fire and the water and everything that I've taught and everything that I said was coming and all the prophecies that I'm giving that are coming to fruition.
Breaking news, Russia unleashes a new wave of attacks on Ukrainian...
A new wave of attack, and see that it is the fire.
Fuel facilities and airfields as it continues its relentless assault. But the Russian...
The water and the fire. God bless.